Hello everyone, welcome back to the next lecture of the series of full stack web development. In previous two lectures, we discussed about JSON and XML data formats, and we also identified the reasons behind increasing popularity of JSON over XML. If you have not seen previous two lectures, you can first watch them and then come back to this lecture because here we are going to discuss and apply what we have learned in previous two tutorials. So let us come to the question now. So here we have a XML file with name books.xml, and I am taking it from Microsoft document, and it contains the record of some books along with their other details. It's a complete catalog of the books in which there are 12 books as of now. So what you can do, you can copy this XML code and paste it in a file having extension XML, and then you can see this file in your browser like this. So what is your task now? Your task is you need to parse this books.xml file and extract the data out of it to create a JavaScript object. When you are done with creating JavaScript object, you need to use serialization process as we have learned in previous lecture and convert this JS object to JSON object. And finally count the number of books that are having genre horror. So this is XML file. We have taken out manually two records out of it and made a JSON object as you can see here. But this data is taken manually or converted manually to JS object. But it's very time consuming and difficult process to do it manually for all the records. So you need to create program that can perform this task automatically. So there is a hint for you. You can use the methods like query selector to extract the data and then insert that data into a JS object. So I will show you this process. You can go to inspect. So what I'm going to do, I can create a new variable cat. We have used all these functions before. You can see there are all the records of books inside catalog. Now what you can do, use the cat variable to extract each of the books. Cat dot query selector, and you can use the tag book for this. I will save this in a variable named books. Try to have a look at books variable. See how many books are here. You can see there is only book that is at the first place. But what about other books? There is no other book inside this variable. For that you can use another function, that is query selector all, and this is going to provide all the books to you. Now what you can do, you can apply a loop and extract each record out of it. So I will show you few things here. If you are doing books 0, then you can write book 1 maybe in a new variable. Now you have book 1 here, and you can extract any record out of it. Let us suppose I want to extract genre. So what I will do, book 1 dot query selector, this is genre. But as you can remember, in the previous lecture we have used one more thing here, that is text content, and you can get computer. Similarly with other books you can do same thing. What you need to do, books, and you can take genre of any of them. So what should I do? Let us try to get the genre of this one. This is ninth, so it should be actually 8th here. Dot query selector, and attribute text content, and it comes out as science fiction, right? So this is the way you need to extract data out of XML file and finally store these things in a JSON object like this, right? Second thing that you need to do is perform serialization operation and convert the JS object into JSON object. So how you can do that? We have discussed this in previous lecture also, but I will show you again. So this file has JSON object. What I am going to do for you, let us try to see where is JSON object. Here you can see there are two records inside this, books 1 and books 2. So create a new variable JSON and take object JSON and stringify the JSON object. Now you can see JSON is here, but it is in string form and you cannot apply any method that you apply to objects. For example, with JSON object you can extract the zeroth record and then extract other things like authors or any other whatever you want, like genre. You can do like this. But with JSON variable, if you extract zeroth index, it's going to give you this bracket which is here, because this is the string and not some JSON object. So this was the serialization process. How you are going to deserialize this data? You can create another object where object and JSON dot parse and pass the string to this. Here you are getting an object which is similar to the JSON object or exactly similar to the JSON object. So get the genre of the first book and its computer, which is same as this. You can also find out the author, which is exactly same as you have got previously. So this is the process of serialization and deserialization. Now I am going to show you some more files that are containing JSON data, and after that I will teach you how you can understand that data in an easy way and then parse it. So here is a JSON placeholder.ibcode.com. Here we have multiple API calls. So let us try this users. Here you can see you have lot of data, but it contains only 10 records as we can see from the ID field, and there are other things. It's not that complex code, but sometimes it is very difficult to understand when data is complex. So what we can do, copy this whole JSON data and paste it in JSON viewer. Here I have copied it. Now you can see this is the similar data that we have copied. Now you can view it in a very beautiful way. Here is it. So here are 10 records. Try to explore the one. You can see the whole JSON object is an array inside which there are multiple objects. So here is zeroth object, first object, second object, and so on. Inside zeroth object there are records of the user, ID, name, username, email, and so on. Inside this object there is another object address which has again an object of geo, which has latitude and longitude of the user. So this is the way you can understand the data in a better way. So there are few more questions that I am going to provide you on this basis. So in users you can see there are some records. So you have to use these records to answer this question. Use JSON file of the users and print out the zip codes and the number of users which belong to the particular zip code. So here you can see here is some zip code, another user has some zip code, and so on. You need to find out the zip code and the number of corresponding users. Similarly, there is another record to do's. Here you can see there are some users and the IDs of some task and the completed status of it. So based on this file, you have to complete this question. Third one, understand the to-dos data and find out the users which has completed maximum or minimum number of tasks. So there might be multiple users which have completed maximum number of tasks, and there might be multiple users which have completed minimum number of tasks. So you need to find out those users. Another one, you can go to the photos and see there are some album IDs and some other IDs, title URL and thumbnail URL. What you have to do, you need to find out the last string of each URL. Like in first record, this highlighted thing is that I want to extract here. Similarly, in second one, here is the URL that I want to extract. Right? So extract the last string out of the URL in photos records. Okay, so we will stop our discussion here, and I hope you will be able to solve most of the question on the basis of video lectures we have done till now. But there is one thing that I want to correct at this point of time. I have been discussing in whole video lecture that this is JSON object, which has been my mistake, because it's not JSON object, it's a JS object, and that we have already discussed in previous two lectures. Okay, so I think this is clear to you. If you have any doubt or query, you can write in the comments. I will try to respond back. Thank you so much.